Hey y'all, welcome to my backyard. Today, we're gonna get to go on an advanced treasure hunt. We are going to go look for treasure that Mother Nature has put out there for us to find. And we're gonna create a treasure map so that we can find these things again and again and know exactly their location. No matter where we are, we'll know where to look for these treasures. That way we can pass along the messages to our friends and family to help them find treasures too. Okay, so here's the deal. Ooh, look, I've got good luck for my treasure hunt. A ladybug just landed on me. I think I'm gonna find the golden nuggets on this adventure. Alrighty, so here's the deal. You're gonna wanna take some time to do this. This is not a rushed activity. You're gonna wanna be outside, so make sure that you're comfortable. Prepare yourself with a water bottle, a rain jacket, a warm layer, some running sneakers or hiking shoes, something that you can be outside. If it's muddy or dirty, you can tromp around on your treasure hunt with no worries and no sticks through the toes. The goal of this treasure hunt is to make observations with the treasures that you find, and you want to find these treasures over and over again, because the more treasure that you find, say my treasure is this purple flower, the more times you find this purple flower in multiple different places, the more observations you'll be able to make. So every time I've seen this flower, it's been in someone's lawn. It's been in a flat place, it hasn't been on a hill. It's been in the sunshine, it hasn't been in the shade. Things like that, you get the point. So now that I've seen this purple flower 10 different times, I know that I can look for those elements. Openness in someone's yard, not in the shade, and I'll be more likely to find the flower again. So this is super exciting. This is gonna be your own research. Feel free to share with your friends, because the more observations that you can combine, then the easier it's gonna be, like I said, and the more reliant your information will be. So we're gonna go out on this hunt. We're gonna look for aspen trees. We're gonna look for earthworms. We're gonna look for dandelion flowers. We're gonna look for balsam root flowers. We're gonna look for grass, that's a pretty easy one. And the golden nugget of this whole treasure hunt is gonna be morel mushrooms. Have you found one before? Do you know where to look? Well, don't cheat, don't look on the internet, and I'm not gonna tell you where my spots are because I'll get busted from the community and everyone because they are a secret golden nugget. And in order to find the treasure, you need to hunt for it. You gotta look, you gotta get out there, and the more times you go out and look, the more likely it's gonna be for you to be able to find one of those golden nuggets, the morel mushrooms. So, are you up for the challenge? Do you wanna join me? Well, grab your science journals, grab all of the proper things that you need to go out on a little adventure outside. If you want, you can print out this treasure hunt worksheet that I've created. It's linked below this video here, so feel free to print it out if you want to. I've put pictures of the different treasures that you're going to be looking for on there, as well as some room for observations that you make, and you can take as many observations as you want. If I didn't leave you enough space, feel free to write in the margins or on a different sheet of paper. If you don't have a printer, no sweat. Just pull out your science journal or a piece of paper. It is really important that you make observations so that you can remember where you're finding these things. That way you can collect all of your data, and in the future you can remember what it took to find the different treasures that you found. I hope you have so much fun. I'm gonna go hit up the Aspen Trail and look for some treasures myself, and I'll keep you posted on how my hunt goes. I'm at the beginning of my treasure hunt, super excited. I am going to be pretty quiet here for the rest of the video as I'm on my own personal treasure hunt, taking my own notes. That way you can have surprises on where you're finding your treasures. Make sure that you take notes and feel free to share with your friends, but I just want to get you started here, and I will show you some pictures and videos of some of the treasures that I find to help you identify some of the treasures, but other than that, it's up to you. Make sure you take good observations and enjoy your time out on the trail. and be grateful for all of the treasures that we have, even the ones that aren't on our list.
Thank you, nature.
I know. So cool.
I wonder if we should put something.
Alrighty, I hope everyone had an amazing treasure hunt. This segment is going to wrap up this video. So if you're watching this and you haven't gone on your treasure hunt, go ahead and hit pause and come back to this when you're finished. So we're gonna go on one more quick treasure hunt, and I want you to find a rock, a stick, and a leaf that resonate with you. It doesn't matter what kind of stick, it doesn't matter what kind of rock, whatever kind of leaf. Try not to break any branches off of trees. We don't want to hurt any trees. Try not to break any leaves off of plants that could be injured in the process. Pick up whatever rock feels comfortable for you. You don't have to lift a huge heavy boulder. Don't hurt yourself. But go ahead and find those items. What you're gonna do once you find your rock, your stick, and your leaf is you are going to sit either with yourself in some self-reflection or with some loved ones. It could be family members, friends, neighbors, whoever it is that you've been isolating with at your home. And you are going to reflect on this pandemic experience. What has it been like for you? And share this either out loud with yourself or with your loved ones. So you are going to use these items as a metaphor for life. Does anybody know what a metaphor means? A metaphor is a way to explain a situation without explaining it directly. For example, you could say, that teacher's classroom was a zoo. It doesn't mean that her classroom had pigs and zebras and giraffes in it. It meant that her classroom, the kids in her class, were acting like animals and they were crazy. So we're gonna use these three items as a metaphor. Let's start with the rock. I picked this one. What rocked your world in the pandemic? What was absolutely just rock star amazing, rocked your socks off? It was the coolest thing that you did. You were really stoked that it happened during the pandemic. What rocked in the pandemic? For me, what rocked was I got to adopt a dog, and spending so much time at home, it rocked to get to spend that much time with my dog. Okay, for the leaf. For the leaf, what do you want to leave behind in the pandemic? What do you want to leave in the past, forget about, not come back to? Something that you went through during the pandemic, physically or emotionally, that you just want to leave behind, you just want to forget about. What do you want to leave behind? I think that I want to leave behind self-doubt. All of the times that I felt like I was being lazy because nobody was waiting on me or counting on me. I had to get myself out of bed and motivate to do work because there was no one waiting for me at the office. So I want to leave that self-doubt behind, because you're never as bad as you think that you are, and we can all get through it. Finally, your stick. Can anyone guess what the stick is going to be? What is going to stick with you from the pandemic? Something that's you're going to take with you, you're going to move forward with. Something that you maybe didn't know about yourself, or maybe hadn't done before. Maybe you tried something new during the pandemic. What is going to stick with you during the pandemic? For me, it is taking the time to make myself 3 incredible meals a day, and to go grocery shopping for food that I need for a long period of time. So 2 weeks. I used to just buy food and sometimes run back to the store after 2 days, and then another 2 days I'd go back, and I really thought out my meals and made sure I was eating healthy during this pandemic. So I hope that cooking and eating healthy sticks with me as I move forward. So as you do this with your loved ones or with yourself, feel free to share out loud. We all maybe have some similar struggles, some similar things that we did well, similar things that we want to walk away with and move forward. It's important to support each other, listen to each other, and reflect on what this experience has been like for each and every one of you. I hope this has been helpful. I hope all of you are doing well and are able to get outside in this beautiful valley that we live in. I hope to see you all very soon.